That Damn Thing Podcast, episode 17. Alright, this week we talk about the mysterious Dakota Swirl. You're finally introduced in the name of our unofficial third host of the show. We talk about Super Troopers 2, Sony developing 21 Jump Street and the Men in Black crossover. We talk about some Marvel news, Star Wars, and of course our weekly look at Kickstarter projects. Now time for the show. Thanks for listening. Welcome to That Damn Thing. Once again, your weekly podcast for banter, tangents, giggling, random, nonsensical bullshit, and whatever the fuck else we come up with in the hour and however long we decide to record.
Last week's intro was better.
Yeah. I had already lost my mind because you had lost your shit.
That's probably been your best opening so far. The fucking bullshit.
Your weekly podcast for fucking bullshit.
Yep. Because you know what? That actually pretty well summed up our show.
Yeah, on a weekly basis. It's just whatever bullshit comes up during the show. So this is Jason again.
And this is Chris, continually.
You are perpetually Chris.
Perpetually myself.
That's good. I'd be upset if you were somebody else.
I'm consistently present Chris, though when people listen, it's past Chris they are listening to. And what have we all learned?
Past Chris is a dick.
That's right.
The source of all of present Chris's problems.
And both present and past Chris have refrained from asking questions to last week's Kickstarter people. I have kept that in the back of my head that I can ask the peanut butter guy questions or our crudely drawn penises dude.
Yeah,
they have a questions option. Yeah. I'm still considering taking them up on it.
If peanut butter guy makes his reward, I need a jar.
Actually, I would be more interested in the crudely drawn penises book.
Yeah.
Just because for what was it, for $5?
Yeah, you got a copy of it or something?
Well, you get your own. You get your own drawing.
That's right. You get your own drawing. So we could we could submit.
I can crudely draw a penis.
Yeah, so can I.
And then our name in the book.
Yeah.
Can just be like Twitter handles.
Oh, man. So, anyways, how are we today?
Good. Now, hopefully, all of our listening audience tuned in to our special edition podcast last week.
Yes, for our weekly Kickstarter look that went so freaking long and was so insane. We had to break it out of the regular show to a special one.
It was an hour's worth of Kickstarter bullshit.
Yeah, the first
that really had about 20 minutes of good stuff in it.
That is true. About like the first half hour, 40 minutes was the Gold's Premium Peanut Butter. And that was amazing. I cannot wait to revisit that today and see where they're at. Man, see where they're all at. Because today will be the end of our coverage of Meat Pies for America. Because he was ending 68 hours from last week.
Because it was tomorrow, is it? No, when did it end? It was like May 1st or 2nd or something.
Meat Pies for America last week when we looked at it had 68 hours to go, which is not a week.
So he is completed.
He's completed. So we'll see where Mr. Meat Pie was at.
Did he get his $50,000 in a Hail Mary last minute, donation?
Last minute effort of some venture capitalist. We'll
see.
Hope
so. I
hope everybody gets all their money.
I do. I really hope everybody in all of these Kickstarters get their money, get the funding they need, and are able to, complete their project.
Absolutely, because why not? Because if they can get all their money, we can get the money we want too. So, on that note, I got a wonderful email yesterday, 2 days ago, that I felt though we needed to bring up on the show. So I receive emails from Ugg boots because
you are a fan of fashion.
Absolutely. I sport Uggs. No, my wife wanted the pair of Uggs. I said whatever, and she wanted them, so I allowed her to receive them, and I purchased said Uggs, the overpriced Australian
Oh, I didn't even know they were Australian.
Yeah, they're all imported from Australia.
It shows you just how much I know about Uggs.
Yeah.
Other than the fact that I shake my head anytime I see somebody
they're
wearing
like legit like fur and leather, and they're all come out of Australia.
Kangaroo, koala, wallaby.
I don't think any of them. Probably sheep. They got a lot of those. Yeah. I don't think a kangaroo would allow you to make boots out of him. Have you seen those guys? They're muscular.
No, what did I hear? Kangaroos in Australia are like deer here in America.
Yeah.
They're just dead on the side of the road all the time.
Yeah, well, and they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, you kangaroo in your backyard? Yeah, it's kangaroo. That would just creep me out. Like, deer are one thing, but kangaroos...
Well, but we're used to it.
Yeah. Well, but kangaroos stand on their back legs and have arms. I don't want an armed hopping creature. Because... he can do shit. And, a deer is just going to stare at you and run away.
Right.
Kangaroo will come fuck you up. But that's like everything on Australia. Everything on Australia is trying to kill you at all times.
Yes.
If Reddit has taught me anything about Australia.
What was it? I forget what kid show it was, but it was not. I think it was like banned in Australia because the topic of the cartoon was that kids shouldn't be afraid of spiders.
Okay. Yeah.
But in Australia, you gotta fearsome some of those spiders.
Yeah, because those spiders. Yeah,
they don't kill you quick.
Yes, exactly.
So that that reason they didn't show that episode in Australia.
Good. The entire generation of Australian children will be
dead.
Go
pet those nice spiders.
Yeah, just pet them. They're okay. Spiders are your friend. No, Spider Bro does not exist in Australia. He lives in America.
There's no friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
No, not down there. As with everything else, he will fuck your shit up. So anyways, so I receive emails from Uggs, and I gotta be honest, I never read them. I don't know why I clicked on this one, but the title of it was "Free 2-day shipping on what mom really wants." It's a Mother's Day, Uggs thing. I decided to click on it. I was probably on accident, and I scrolled down, and I've never actually looked at the names of a lot of their shoes.
I was not even aware that they were named.
Each model has its own name. Okay. They make a lot of different ones. And I've realized that they sound like dirty sex acts. Because some of them aren't so bad. But because they say mom may also like the Brig, the Calypso, but then you get to the Dakota Swirl.
Yes,
that sounds like something that
that's something you have to pay like $100 for.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I take a Dakota Swirl.
Sounds like one that requires a lot of lube.
Something, yeah. Or there's the fluffy flip flop. The fluff flip flop.
That requires a couple extra hands.
Yeah, exactly. But Dakota Swirl, that one just gets me. Like, I don't know how that relates to a shoe. Like why is?
Well, the Dakotas are in America. They're not in Australia.
I know. It's like I'm looking at the rest of their shoes, and none of them else. Not the most of the rest of them. But they have weird names. There's the Kayla, the Siobhan, the Celeste, the Sis. They're all like women's names. The Gwyn.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But the Dakota Swirl and
the Dakota Swirl
and the fluffy flip flop.
The fluff flip flop. There's the bling sting.
Oh. That has something to do with marital aids.
Oh man, yeah. I couldn't get past that one. The Cardi Pearl. Yeah. The classic scallop. But no, the rest of these are not all that mildly entertaining. But I can't get past Dakota Swirl. That's just, I don't even know what that would be. I don't.
No. Yeah. Again, I think that's something you have to pay for.
But you know what? There could be a north and a south.
The North Dakota Swirl and the South Dakota Swirl.
I can only think of which location those two would be.
Wait a minute. Yep. No, I think that could be split into North and South.
Yeah, Chris follows.
Yep.
Oh, fucking
There's some kind of spinning involved.
a circular motion of sorts.
Now, that's where you gotta jump on like Craigslist. There are those certain ads you can find. For,
Misconnections and stuff.
What if you request a North Dakota Swirl? Yeah.
I'm looking for a North Dakota Swirl.
Okay, we got to go to like Urban Dictionary or something like that.
Urban Dictionary.
Does
Dakota
the Dakota
Swirl.
Swirl like exist?
I'm looking it up now. Googling the Dakota Swirl. I'm getting nothing but UGG shoe.
Oh, that's disappointing.
You know what? We will have to enter this into the Urban Dictionary lexicon. Urban Dictionary.
Is it just like a wiki?
I don't know. Let's see. Urban Dictionary. You can. You can add.
So we can just we can add a Merlin.
We could add a Merlin. Merlin is a unit of weight, a measurement of weight. Mm-hmm. One Merlin, roughly 130 pounds.
Nope.
Let's see. I'm looking up the Dakota Swirl on Urban Dictionary.
See if it already exists.
Nope. There's no Dakota Swirl. So we could add it. Can you define it? We can define it.
I'd like to think that like a retailer like Uggs would have done a fairly extensive internet search before naming their products. You know,
you'd think, but
stranger things have happened.
Yes. Yeah. And by the way,
what did you name your? We've got this new line of boots. What are you calling them? The Cleveland Steamers.
They keep your feet warm, and they're based in Cleveland. Yeah, that's not a good idea.
No. People would have been, I love that name. Let's go with
it. That's great. Somebody in the room is going.
Because anytime something ill thought out actually makes it to market, it's not about the person who came up with the idea.
It's whoever approved it.
It's the room full of people that thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, exactly. So, but just so we're clear, it's like a pink slipper.
That's all it is. There's nothing swirly about it.
I don't know. But
I have slippers similar to that, but not pink.
Fuzzy slippers?
No, but they're not pink. They're tan.
Yeah. Standard dad slippers.
Yes. I have 2 pair.
I have big fuzzy Homer Simpson head slippers and Hobbit feet. I don't have any dad slippers.
Sorry.
I like my big furry Hobbit feet. I don't know where they are.
Keep my feet warm. But I don't wear them in public.
No, you don't.
They're for going down into the basement.
Yeah.
In winter.
Exactly. Ah, yes, indeed. Anyways, so yes, the Dakota Swirl. The dirty shoe from UGG.
We need to create like a fictitious advertisement.
Yeah.
That really plays up on the innuendo.
Oh, absolutely. We got to get a female to record it though.
Oh no, just a like a print ad or a picture or something.
You know what? It's got to be like is it the Cialis commercials with Bob? You know who's?
Oh yeah.
Smiling Bob. Smiling Bob.
He had quite the run.
Yeah, he did.
I haven't seen a new one in a while.
No, it's been a long time, but you know what I'm talking about.
But he had a good run.
Those were great.
You know?
Those were great ads. Yeah, those were all kinds of innuendo. Oh, I wish I could remember them.
I can't think of any of the specific ones.
We'll find one and we'll link it on the site. The Smiling Bob ads. We're gonna do one of those for the Dakota Swirl.
Just people getting slapped. Would you like a Dakota Swirl? Wait, let me explain.
Mommy, I want a Dakota Swirl.
When you ask the woman in your life if she would like a Dakota Swirl, please define it first.
Yes. Oh, fucking A. Oh, that's good stuff. So yes, Dakota Swirls coming soon.
Check out that damn thing store.
Get a gift certificate for a Dakota Swirl.
We'll do one of the Amazon links Where if people buy it through like our link, we get a little bit of a kickback.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a way where we can set it. You can only buy UGG shoes.
Just this one pair.
The one pair.
We'll sponsor.
We will specifically we will put an ad on the website. That's not one of those randomly generated ones.
Yeah.
It links specifically to that product page on the UGG's website.
Get your Dakota Swirl here.
Yes. We won't get paid for it at all.
No,
We're just specifically calling it out.
We're big fans of those.
Yeah.
We're big fans of UGG.
Big fan of the Dakota Swirl.
Oh, God.
Gotta be flexible. With superior balance skills.
Oh.
But there's a lot of friction involved, so lube, lube, lube.
It would take great care. Pre-treat.
There's a lot of prep work that goes into the Dakota Swirl. There's stretching involved. There's safe words that need to be hammered out.
Oh. Fucking A. Yeah. So, anywho.
So, have you seen Age of Ultron yet?
Fuck no.
I might today.
Really?
Yeah, maybe.
You suck balls. Just so we're clear.
That has nothing to do with the Dakota Swirl.
You never know. We haven't defined it yet.
As the South Dakota Swirl.
Well, that's not what I had envisioned as the South Dakota Swirl.
There's twisting involved. Hence the lube.
Oh, God. No, made a last ditch effort to try and see it last night, but there was nobody to watch my children, so.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They can supervise themselves.
Well, two are already in bed. But
there you go.
I can't.
Your oldest is good,
I can't leave him in charge of the little ones yet.
You could.
I just shouldn't.
If this was 100 years ago,
he's the man of the house.
He'd be the man of the. You'd send him out every day to go to work.
Yeah, I'd be arming my 2-year-old with a rifle. Here, watch the house.
Yeah.
Don't shoot your brother.
So I've not gotten any major spoilers.
Nope.
For Age of Ultron. I've been able to avoid all that. All I've seen is non-spoiler good stuff about it.
Yeah, I've just review numbers is all I want to know.
Right, and I've
like,
just seen
good.
I've just seen people say, yeah, it's really good. I really like it.
Yep.
I was on the DC Comics subreddit, and
okay,
and one guy kind of goes, he's like, I really liked it.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that the DC Comics movies are going towards a more serious approach. He's like, there seem to be too many jokes during serious moments. It's like every scene had comic relief.
That's what comics are. They're not all Frank Miller's The Dark Knight series. That's just one. It's one comic. One story does not beget an entire universe. And the Tribble agrees.
Yeah.
I barely made any noise. I don't know why he's chiming in at this point, but see,
he's a big fan of comics.
Yeah, he is. He's becoming a big part of our show too. He's a weekly edition.
Does the Tribble actually have a name?
Theodore Ribble. That's his new name now.
Theodore Ribble needs a Twitter account.
Yes.
And we need to and he needs to constantly tweet things out, but it's only yes. Yep, it's this kind of cooing noise or this.
We'll just call him Ted from now on.
That is your assignment before this episode gets published.
To create a Twitter account for Theodore Ribble.
Theodore Ribble.
Oh.
T. Ribble.
T. Ribble.
Because then on the website, when we link all our Twitter accounts, eventually, we can have T. Ribbles. Because he's gonna get more followers than us.
Oh, probably. Probably. I'll do my best to get him
anytime
out
there's Star Trek news,
there.
he needs to tweet it out, like, and to all the people.
Yeah. I'll start tweeting at William Shatner. And
But it's like his comments is like cooing and stuff, and then a link to something. You know?
Exactly.
That's his commentary on it. Do it.
You know what's awesome is, you know what the Tribble's favorite food was? I'll tweet out pictures of that. Quadro triticale. That was the grain they ate.
That was the grain. I remember. I wouldn't have never come up with the name, but
Quadro triticale.
why did we not develop that?
I don't know. Well, because if we do, look what happened. The world will be taken over by Tribbles.
Fucking Tribbles.
Yeah, that's our third co-host. Every once in a while, speaks his mind.
He's always here. He's always listening.
Always here, always listening.
Theodore Ribble is our producer.
Executive producer Theodore Ribble
just chimes in every once in a while.
I think we need to do, well, on the site he always has to be listed as executive producer Theodore Ribble.
Theodore Ribble. That in the outro we need to have executive producer. You have listened to That Damn Thing, executive produced by Theodore Ribble.
This has been That Damn Thing podcast. Oh God. Yeah. So, no, you suck. I'm hoping to go see Age of Ultron on Tuesday.
Now, see...
Because it's $5. I was hoping for last night. Didn't get there. Today's probably not going to work out.
I've got this weird balance going on today.
Okay.
On one hand, I have the opportunity to go see Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
You know, my niece spent the night at my house last night. So we're taking her back. And her parents were going to watch my daughter while my wife and I go see Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Okay. That's on one hand.
Yep.
The other hand is tomorrow I'm having my spring special pickup by the city.
Yeah.
So I need to get all my extra crap and boxes and garbage and yard waste out of the house and garage into the
Because if you don't do it today...
If I don't do it today...
It's going to be another year before the opportunity arises.
There'll be another one this fall.
Yeah,
but I want to get rid of a whole bunch of shit, and I don't want to have to cart it to the dump.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they will come to my house and pick it up. So I am balancing between geeky fanboy and responsible adult. And the fact that it's even a question is concerning to me.
It's terrifying.
You know?
Because there's only one correct answer, and that's, 10 years ago, it was Age of Ultron every day, 10 times over. However, 10 years have gone by, and now present Chris is struggling with this.
And that is the unfortunate reality of home ownership.
Yes.
You got to do this shit.
So you have to, and sometimes you have to win.
I've spent the last couple weekends, ripping out bushes and digging out stumps.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the ass. I spent 5 hours last week Sunday digging out a stump from this big bush by hand with a little hand axe and a shovel and just trying to chop out all the roots and everything.
Yeah, we started cleaning out the garage a little bit yesterday. I didn't do it at all last summer, and the garage was just a mess. Mm-hmm. So yesterday we started just throwing some shit away, and I had to get my motorcycle out of the garage so we can actually get the lawnmower out and cut the front yard at least once.
Yeah, we cut the grass last weekend. It's just a hassle.
Yeah. Homeownership sucks and is great at the same time.
Yeah, well, it's like the other thing, too. It's like one of the things we've been planning to do is just like power wash our fence.
Oh, okay.
Just because it's getting old, it's decrepit.
Yeah.
But exactly, it's like, I don't want to spend the money to put up a new fence.
Yeah.
So about a block down yesterday, somebody power washed their fence, and it looks a million times better. So I'm going to see if I can steal my dad's
power
and do it next weekend.
That's why when I started putting up a fence, I used the white PVC stuff. Mm-hmm. It was more expensive, but maintenance free.
Yeah.
And one of these years, maybe next year, I'm going to finish fencing off the rest of my yard. But yeah, that stuff is great. You just put it up and that's it. Don't have to paint it. Don't have to do anything to it. Don't have to clean it. Rain does that for me.
Yeah. If not, the hose.
Yeah, hose. I'm like, dirt sprayed up on it. All right, hose. Okay, done. It's plastic. So,
Well, that is our home ownership section of the
Yeah,
podcast.
the home ownership section of the podcast. Somehow we deviated into that from Age of Ultron. Go figure. So no, yeah, hopefully, well, if you see Age of Ultron today, you suck. I don't think you should see it today. I think you need to wait until we both can see it on the same day. So shoot for Tuesday. It's only $5.
Sure.
$5 on Tuesday. It's hard to
Can't beat
argue with that. So,
But apparently, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. segues nicely
yeah,
into Age of Ultron.
they did the same thing that they did for Winter Soldier, and they did a little bit from Thor: The Dark World.
Mm-hmm.
Thor happened, and then the next episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the cleanup of it, which was awesome. It was funny as hell. Coulson saying, I wish they would send down the Asgardian cleaning crew next time. That was the first time. It was like, wow, this is super cool. Then Winter Soldier was directly affected.
Well, they
had no choice.
You couldn't not have it affect.
So you had Nick Fury on the show and whatnot. And then this time they did the same thing with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And spoiler alert for you haven't seen it. All right, that's enough. The last episode, the end of it, saw Coulson completing his mission that he had secretly dubbed Theta Protocol. And it was all in an effort to find Loki's spear.
Yeah.
That had clearly gone missing, or Hydra had taken it, and they found it and found it. Strucker has it, and he's down.
Baron von Strucker.
Yeah, and he's down in Antarctica or something like that. I think they said. I don't remember. South America, something with an A. There's a lot of options.
Argentina.
Okay, any continent but Europe has
Albania?
an A in it. No, it's a continent, you jackass. It was somewhere south. I thought it was Antarctica.
Africa, Asia, Antarctica.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
America.
North America, South America. I know, all the continents have an A in them. Australia, except for Europe.
Greenland.
Europe, A.
A Europe.
Europa. No, but anyways, so yeah, he found it, and they were going to go get it. And then one of the now Inhumans, Reyna, her gift is foresight, and she had a vision of metal men destroying the world, and everything was going to be forever changed and whatnot. And that's Ultron's army. So that leads directly into Age of Ultron, which means I need to see the damn movie so I can then see the next episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Because that's what happened with Winter Soldier last year, and I had to wait to see the next episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. for like a week because I didn't get a chance to see Winter Soldier. I'm like, damn it, this sucks. And that's just, it's that many more spoilers and that many more things I have to avoid on the internet for days, Because right now, there's entire sections of the internet I can't go to because I am not going to be spoiled on this damn movie. Because people are jackasses.
Yeah. Essentially, you can go to the Uggs boot site.
Yeah, exactly.
And all the porn stuff.
Yeah. Uggs, porn. Sometimes they're linked.
The Google homepage.
Yeah, Google.
Can't do any searches.
I could realize, I can go to sports. I can read sports pages, news, kinda. But, well, yeah, it's like I saw people were complaining because other people were posting articles and stuff about it and writing spoilers, but then writing the spoiler in the title anyways.
People are stupid.
It's like, if you're going to write spoilers, you don't put what you're spoiling in the title with it. God damn it.
Spoiler, Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father.
Yeah, fuck, man.
God damn it.
Yeah. Spoiler, Snake kills Dumbledore. Fuck you! So yeah, that's a bummer. So yeah, that's hopefully I can get to see it this week. Like I said, shooting for Tuesday because Marcus does $5 every seat, every theater. So hopefully, I saw the South Shore now has the Dream Lounger DLX.
Yeah, those are pretty nice.
Well, the Dream Loungers, but they have the DLX one, which is like a super.
One?
Yeah, see?
I don't know about the DLX.
It's like a super screen. I don't know if it's as big as the Ultra screen, but yeah, they have some sort of special Dream Lounger one now that Ultron is on. Ooh. Yeah, I know. So we'll have to see about that if I can get into that one on Tuesday. But I was looking last night and tickets were already
sold
out. Not sold out, but being sold for Tuesday's show. So I'm like, so hopefully today I'm going to try and nail down a babysitter for Tuesday. And that would be good. It's not as easy when they have 3 children, like
No.
you're one. People are more hesitant to watch 3, which is obnoxious. Come on now. It's not any different.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
the
3 of them.
same.
It's just 3 of them. Yeah. So what else is happening, man?
Well, Super Troopers finished their GoFundMe.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It is approved. It is good to go with $4.4 million.
That's going to be awesome. I was bored last night, and it was late, and I was going to bed. I decided to watch Super Troopers, the first one. Yeah. Last night when I went to bed, but that'll be exciting. The rest of their movies have been eh. So I hope. I saw on their GoFundMe page if they got to 5 million.
They were going to do Slam and Salmon 2?
No, Brian Cox promised he would return
Oh.
if they got to 5 million. They didn't get that far, so they got to 4.5. But they still are. They're like, we're gonna try really, really hard.
We're going to try really hard to get them.
Because he kind of jokingly said, if you guys get to 5 million, I'll come back. But they didn't get that far. But they're like, we're really close, so we're gonna ask him. We're gonna beg him.
We did way beyond what we were expecting.
Yeah, exactly. I went and looked, and they completely revamped all their rewards and stuff.
Really?
They added a shit ton more of them.
Well,
And they gave away one. It's $35,000. One of the cop cars.
oh
You could
really?
get, and that one was gone.
Wow.
So somebody gave them $35,000, and they got one of the cars. But no, they way expanded their
Well, because
rewards.
was it within 24 hours they hit their goal?
Exactly. So yeah,
So everything was all they kept adding all these stretch goals.
yeah, they added tons of them, and most of them were gone, and that one will be super cool, because those guys are hilarious. Ugh.
Where did they come from? Did they start with Super Troopers? What were they before that?
Well, Broken Lizard, they're like a comedy troupe, like
Right.
stand up and whatever. But yeah, Broken Lizard was Super Troopers was their first movie, their first effort at making a movie, and it worked out. It was just a little independent thing.
Yeah,
and,
they bought them 3 more movies or something. didn't
exactly. Yeah. Got them 3 more, and then when they went to do Super Troopers 2, they were like, the studio was like, yeah, we'll do it, we'll distribute it, but you guys got to pay for it yourself.
they? Yeah.
Because they went 1 for 4 at the plate, which is not that good.
In baseball, it's okay.
It's okay. You had a home run in your first at bat and kind of struck out 3 more times. So it's like, yeah. I've never seen Slam and Salmon. I guess it's supposed to be funny.
I think I caught part of it on Comedy Central.
Yeah,
or
but
something.
never seen all of it. I saw Club Dread. That one was ugh. Saw parts of Beer Fest.
I think I've seen most of Beer Fest. Oh well.
But no, that's cool. I'm excited for that. I'm happy that they got their GoFundMe approved. Another wonderful news. Sony officially agreed to make 21 Jump Street Men in Black crossover.
I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited.
That'd be so cool.
It is such an obnoxiously perfect combination of movies.
Exactly. Well, because the 21 Jump Street movies are just fucking outstanding.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Well, they're so self-referential.
Yeah. 22 Jump Street was just as good, if not funnier than
I never
the
saw the
first
second one.
You need to see 22 Jump Street. It was just as good, if not better.
Because they made the same movie
Yeah, exactly.
with more money.
It worked. One of the funniest bits was the fake posters and stuff for all the future
I've
sequels at
caught
the
that
end.
video online.
Yeah. the what was it, like 33 Jump Street? Seth Rogen was recast in Jonah Hill's part, and then 34 Jonah Hill came back, and they joked about it like, I was here the whole time.
Yeah. Well, I hope that like Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, they have to.
Or what was the guy from the third one?
Josh Brolin,
Yeah.
who played young.
One of those
Agent
guys
K.
makes a comment or a reference or shows up.
Oh,
you know,
they got to
makes
get
an
at least
appearance.
1 or 2 of them. What? Josh Brolin, I can't see entirely because he was Agent K in the 60s.
Right.
So unless they're going to introduce time travel again in 23 Jump Street, which I think is what they're actually doing, it's going to be 23 Jump Street.
Oh, really?
And when I was reading about it, I think it's a 21 Jump Street sequel that's going to add Men in Black to it. it's not like a special extra
I
thing.
just want to see like Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill just dressed up in the suits.
Yes,
you know,
that would look so awesome.
where they're just neuralizing each other.
Exactly. They will do that. They'll sit and neuralize each other. There's so many ways they could do that story, but that would be great. They're investigating something, and it turns out to be like an MIB case.
It's so obnoxiously perfect.
They get gagged and bagged. They wake up and it's Will Smith. Agent J.
Well, Will Smith isn't doing anything good right now.
No.
All he's doing is Suicide Squad.
Like you said, he's not doing anything good right now.
Uh-huh.
He's certainly not doing the Independence Day sequel, which he should be doing. No, the more that comes out for 21 Jump Street Men in Black will be awesome.
Oh. Did you see the picture of Will Smith from set on Suicide Squad?
I saw the first one. I didn't see more. Were there more of them?
There was another one of them in the same outfit. His pimp costume.
His pimp suit that looks like a cross between a pimp and Jim West from Wild Wild West. It looks so bad.
Everything I see and hear about Suicide Squad just makes me cringe.
Yeah, it's everything we talked about with like Will Smith, seeing Will Smith as Deadshot. Going, Deadshot's supposed to be like this dark and bad character, and he has a targeting reticle over his eye as a monocle, and then you see Will Smith who looks like Shaft.
Yeah, it's
like this, what? I'm so confused. Why does he look like Shaft?
I don't know. It's just
and he's smiling. It's more pain.
I don't know what it is. If it's the fact, and again, it's just something that we have to deal with in modern times. In that we are going to see set pictures and costume pictures out of context.
Yeah,
and you're gonna look at it and you're gonna go, well, on its own by itself it looks stupid, but as part of a larger whole, maybe it works better.
Yeah, maybe. I don't. Well, that works. That theory goes fine, except for stuff that just looks totally fucking retarded, and that's Will Smith looking like Shaft as Deadshot on the set of Suicide Squad. I don't understand what the fuck is going on with that. So it's confusing.
I don't know. It's everything I see is disappointing, but I'm just gonna let them keep going. I'll wait till there's like an official trailer reveal, what have you. And then we'll shit on it some more.
Inevitably we'll shit on it some more because it's probably gonna suck.
Because the absolute best thing, the no way they could fail at it, but yet they're going to, is Margot Robbie dressed up in a Harley Quinn costume. Somehow they're gonna fuck that up.
Yeah, and that's if she's not covered in red and black and diamonds and hearts, they'll fuck it up. And if they know if they know what's good for him, she's gonna look like Harley Quinn from the Arkham games.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the nurse costume from the original Arkham Asylum, but
some sort of extremely cropped short.
Well, even just I like that more. I'll say realistic.
Yeah.
Costuming other than the straight animated series.
Yeah, I was gonna say as opposed to her full body jumpsuit thing with the Jester cap from animated series. The nowadays comic version of her and / Arkham, Asylum, Arkham City versions of her.
But I remember reading several weeks ago that apparently she's going to have 4, 5, 6 costume changes throughout the movie.
As long as they get smaller. As long as they get smaller each time. That's all they are. It's not costume changes per se. She just loses a piece of it every time.
It's going to be just like from Major League.
Yeah, exactly what I had in my head. That's exactly the image I had in my head. They just keep pulling a piece off.
Well, you know what else is getting smaller?
No.
The number of surprises for the upcoming Terminator Genesis movie.
Fucking Christ. That just makes me sad.
All right, here we go. We're going to do a little more spoiler alert here.
Spoiler!
Nobody has picked up on this, but they revealed a new poster for Terminator Genesis.
Yes, they did.
And right smack dab in the middle of the poster is John Connor.
who's apparently 90% Terminator.
He's on fire and he's a machine.
What the fuck?
This is not the kind of spoiler that you reveal
in a poster,
like weeks or months before the movie comes out.
They did that. They did it in Terminator Salvation too, with Sam Worthington's character.
Yeah,
revealing him to be a Terminator.
Yeah.
Look what the.
No,
stop spoiling the entire movie in the posters and trailers. God damn it! Why? I don't understand.
That you got to leave a surprise to the audience.
Yeah, who? It makes me sad because, if you remember or not, James Cameron regains rights to Terminator, I think, in 2019, regardless of what happens.
Sure.
All rights revert to him in 2019. I guarantee he is just gonna kill it. Mm-hmm. Because he's gonna be just depressed about all these other shit things. I mean, Terminator 3 was meh. It was
very meh.
I liked Terminator Salvation. I thought that would have been a cool
with Christian Bale.
And
that wasn't bad.
No, I liked that one. I don't get why nobody liked it. I thought it was cool.
There was nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. It wasn't amazing, but it was cool.
It was solid.
And they set it up perfectly to make multiple sequels off it. Mm-hmm. It was designed to be the restart of a new trilogy.
Right.
And it just bombed, and for some reason everybody just arbitrarily hated it. And I don't get why. And now Terminator Genesis, I don't even understand. They're just leaving nothing.
I like the and even the fact that they revealed this is the fact that there are multiple Terminators and they've somehow gone back and changed the timeline. So yeah. Sarah Connor.
I mean, at least they haven't explained that part yet.
Well, I mean,
if a trailer comes out explaining that, fuck.
Well, I mean, it's been essentially explained.
Well, no.
In rumors and leaks and stuff. But that's you choose to read that.
They haven't officially explained it, but yeah, as far as what they've, and I haven't read those, but as far as what they've officially shown, when Kyle Reese goes back to save her, which is of the story of the first movie. There's Terminator's already been there, and she's been training her whole life.
Right.
But I haven't seen why a Terminator went back when Sarah Connor was a kid yet.
I have. You want to know? You can say no.
All right, let me know. All right, let's do it. Spoilers.
So essentially, a Terminator gets sent back to when Sarah Connor's a kid.
Okay. And
the Resistance sends back a Terminator to protect her.
Yeah.
And that's
the old.
That's what is now the old Terminator.
Okay.
The modern, the 60-year-old looking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
He rescues her, but Sarah Connor's parents are killed in the process.
Okay, so he raises her.
So he raises her. That's why, she refers to him as Pops.
Well, and that's more or less what they've has been explained. But all right, so basically Skynet changed up its plan
somehow, but
somehow Skynet decided to change tactics.
Right, but that this movie takes place in the 80s when the original Terminator took place.
Yep.
So when the original Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator comes back Pops is waiting there to blow him away.
Is waiting for him. Yeah.
So I don't know how time travel.
Well, and this is one of those
manipulated
sticky time travel things, because technically, then when the first movie happened, he should have been there.
Correct. Again, it's depending on how time travel is being viewed
in this particular universe.
Right. Well, here's the thing: is they're changing it because in the original Terminator and in T2, everything is set. Mm-hmm. The future's going to happen.
Yeah. And so far they've been adjusting that and changing it and whatnot. So we'll see. I'll see it. I probably won't see it in the theater because I save my theater trips for
theater experiences are very
Yeah, and
You have to really want to go.
nowadays the Terminator movies no longer necessitate a theater
No.
experience just because they're like Terminator Salvation was good, but it
Mhm.
wasn't a must see in the
No.
theater.
Well,
Terminator Genesis is
at
proving
one
to be
point
the
in our
same.
lives, we went and saw movies all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, Carrie and I used
Yep.
to go to see movies like every
Yeah.
weekend. We'd go
Yeah.
see a movie.
I know. Me and Lisa did too.
But we just get old and you get a house and
You have a house
family,
and children,
you don't
and
have time to do
Now
that.
you have to be selective about
Fucking-
what movies you go see in the
Fucking
theater.
money.
Yeah. Have to be selective, about what movies you go see in the theater. Well, that's why I love the $5 Tuesday thing at all the Marcus theaters, because then I can go. It's a Tuesday, but then I
Right.
can go, and if money is not an object, then it's just finding somebody to watch my children for a couple hours. So, we watched a movie at home last night that I had not seen. When I was at the store yesterday, I picked up a handful of Blu-rays that were old. That's why I told you I got Three Amigos on Blu-ray.
I've not seen that movie in a long time.
No, it's been years since I've seen that movie. So, but then I saw there was a 3-pack of horror movies, and usually the 3-packs of like the little Blu-ray 3-pack things, one movie's good and the other two are just crap. This one actually contained 3 good movies.
Wait. Let me guess.
They were horror movies, newer horror movies.
Never mind.
Okay.
I was going to start with American Ninja.
No, what?
And then The Adventures of Remo Williams.
No, that's been on TV a lot lately. Epix has been showing Remo Williams a lot lately.
Such an awful movie, but I loved watching it as a kid.
Oh, I know. When
I like it was like the adventure begins.
Yeah, Remo Williams, The Adventure Begins. But there was only like one. The adventure ended there.
It was like Leonard Part 6.
Exactly. Cabin in the Woods. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Yeah, fuck off.
Which James has now seen.
Yeah, James has now
seen. And we still need to get his short little review to post on the website.
Yes. So it was Cabin in the Woods, and then The Possession, which was by the guy who did Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Okay, I saw
and
that.
I guess Possession was pretty good. I think he did that just before. It was in 2012. Maybe it was after. And then Sinister, which was a movie with Ethan Hawke from 2012. And Sinister was really good. He plays a author who kind of failed at writing fiction and switched to true crime.
All right.
And he wrote this one book called Kentucky Blood about a bunch of murders, and this was 10 years prior to the events in the movie now. And it was like a number 1 best-selling book, and he found a bunch of information that the police didn't find, and I guess it kind of fucked up the investigation, and then the guy went free,
really?
and whatnot. Yeah, and I apparently kind of left the murder unsolved or something. But he was legitimately just wanted to write the book and whatever. And he wasn't in it for the fame or anything at the time. Well, fast forward 10 years, his previous 2 books have bombed. And now he's a struggling author who's trying to get his fame back. Like, he wasn't in it for the fame and the money at the time, and now that it's been gone for 10 years, he's freaking out, So, he moves into this house, and when they move in, and it's like every horror movie always seems to start with people just moving into a house, and I've actually joked about that, but this one is relatively original. And he moves in, and his wife says, "Just tell me we didn't move in like 3 doors down from a crime scene again," because he's been moving his family to the places where these crimes are happening, so he can investigate and work and talk to local law enforcement and whatnot. Well, he moves in here, and the local sheriffs and whatnot, it's this small town nowhere, they don't really say. And the local sheriffs, don't like him already because they know why he's there and whatnot. Well, it turns out he didn't move in 3 doors down from where a crime happened. He moved into the house. Where? Knowingly, purposefully moved into the house. Didn't tell his wife, didn't tell his family, no. Well, what happened was these 4 people, this family, were hanged from a tree in the backyard. And that's how they died. Well, and to make this an extremely long story short, when he goes up in the attic, he finds a box of home movies on 8mm reels. He starts playing them, and each each one is labeled like Pool Party 1966, Family Barbecue 1978, uh, Sleepover 1998, Family Hanging Out 2012 or something like that. Each one of them was a Super 8 film of a family being brutally murdered. Pool Party was watching all four of them being tied to pool chairs and then pulled into the pool and drowned. Family Barbecue, they were all tied up, put into their family car, and burned alive. Uh, Sleepy Time, they were all tied down to their bed and had their throats slit. And whoever is filming it is the one doing it with the Super 8 camera. And then Family Hanging Out, they were all hung from the tree. Well, it's fucking horrifying. He had no idea that these reels were there, so he starts watching them. And it takes an interesting twist because what he finds out is it's like a fucking ancient pagan like demon called Bagul.
Of course, it's an ancient pagan demon.
Yes, but it works. It sounds silly, but yeah, Bejeweled. Okay. No, it's called like Bagul, and what it does is basically every one of the murders, one of the children of the families is missing. Mm-hmm. Every one of them. Well, what it turns out, what he does is he like entices the kid, and it ends up being the kid who commits all the murders. All the missing kids are the ones who did it.
Okay.
And as he's going through, he's watching these, he starts seeing this really creepy figure like in each one of the videos. Mm-hmm. And there's like this weird like demonic like pagan symbol like painted somewhere, and he contacts this university guy who's an expert in it and is like Skyping with him on his laptop, and weird shit starts happening at like his house and whatnot. And he finds out that towards the end, he finds out kind of what's going on, and he says, "Fuck this," and he packs up his family in the middle of the night and leaves. Mm-hmm. He moves back home to their house. He lives in like this ridiculous mansion, and clearly has had a shit ton of money and whatnot. And when he gets back, he gets a call. He's been ignoring a call from this one sheriff's deputy who was kind of under the table helping him. Mm-hmm. He says, "You don't understand." He's like, I looked up all the previous murders and got all their addresses and the times and the cities. Every one of those families had previously moved from the other family's house. So, like, there was the first family in 1966. They were killed. The people who were killed in the 70s used to live in their house and then moved to their house in the 70s. The people who were killed in the 80s used to live in the people's house in the 70s, and they moved to their house in the 80s. The people who were killed in the 90s, the same thing. It's like roughly once a decade. Everybody then had previously lived in the previous family's house. He's like, you just moved yourself into the middle of this guy's timeline and then expedited it. Because now you moved into the family's house that were killed and then moved out back into your house. And then sure as shit, all of a sudden, 30 seconds later, like, like all the families were like drugged or something. That's how they were like coerced into like doing this. He's drinking his coffee. All of a sudden he starts like blacking out. His fucking daughter walks in, and just as he blacks out, she goes, "Don't worry, Daddy, I'll make you famous again." And then he passes out and he wakes up and he's all tied up with duct tape, and his son is there, his wife is there, and he's there, and she's got a giant fucking axe, and she's like 8, and you see it just in time. She's recording it. She's got the Super 8 camera, and then she fucking just hacks him. And that's where it ends. And then they flip to the camera, and she's covered in blood, and she starts painting, the walls with it everywhere. And you see, like, the demon. And then on like, the Super 8 film, you see, like, the ghosts of, like, the other kids that the demon had been, like, enticing and whatnot. And at the end of the movie, they show the box of reels now is up in his attic, and there's a new one that says house painting. But it was fucking super creepy. It was disturbing.
It doesn't sound like an Ethan Hawke movie.
No, and it was a relatively original kind of movie too. I had never seen. It's nothing. I mean, it was just creepy as shit the whole time watching it. Because you're always wondering like what the fuck is happening. And nothing really awful happens. It's just you're trying to figure out as his character is trying to figure out what's going on.
Right, trying to understand it.
And and it's he keeps coming, and it's like this Super 8 player that he finds all the reels. It starts like turning itself on in like the middle of the night and shit. Like he's got like his office where he's got all his crime investigation stuff, and he finds the player, and he locks it up and puts it away at night. He wakes up, and you start seeing. I caught onto it. They don't really call out at all, but whenever he wakes up in the middle of the night, it's always at the exact same time, 3:23 a.m.
Really?
There's like no specification or anything relating to that, but it's always 3:23 in the morning. So you start to catch on that something's going on if you're paying attention to what time he keeps waking up at. And he gets up and he goes in, and the player's on, there's a reel on, and it's the movie of the family being hanged. And it keeps happening, and he eventually goes out and he takes the whole box of shit and he throws it in the fire pit in the back and torches it. Well, and I forgot this part when I explained it before. So then that's when he decides to fuck it. We have to leave. He tells his wife we have to move out. We're going home. So they leave. He gets home. He goes up in his attic when he's unboxing it. He finds the box. It's in his attic then, but it's got an envelope with it that says extended editions, extended final scenes. So he goes and he splices it all back together, and he sees in each one that it's the kid doing it, and it's like each reel was cut off at that point, and then that's at the point where he blacks out and then sees his daughter come walking in. I was like, holy crap!
That's awful.
It was a terrible movie to watch at 11 o'clock at night.
When your children are sleeping.
My children are sleeping. I was freaking out. That's why when I went to bed, I watched Super Troopers. I had to cleanse my brain. I always do that whenever I watch like a late night like horror movie or something like that. I always watch something like that afterwards because I can't go to sleep right after watching that. No. That's not going to go well. Not that I'm scared of anything. It's just mentally, nope. I can't. This cannot be the last thing I watch before I go to sleep at night. I remember
doing that with watching Donnie Darko.
Oh, okay.
It's just a weird, creepy movie, and I did that. Carrie was out of town. Mm-hmm. And I watched it by myself at night. Ugh. All of a sudden, it's like 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's like, I can't sleep right now.
It's like, I'll do that. It's like, I'll put an episode of like Family Guy or something. Something completely ridiculous to clear my head. That's why I was like, I popped on Netflix. Super Troopers was right there. I'm like, we're watching you.
Done. So in Star Wars news. Josh Trank.
Yes.
Who is he's directing the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot, and also he directed Chronicle.
Yeah, he did Chronicle.
He is no longer involved in developing one of the new Star Wars anthology films.
Yeah, he was going to do the second one after Rogue One.
Yeah, he's been working on it for the last year, and apparently he has departed.
Makes me wonder why.
Yeah, well, he was supposed to be at Star Wars Celebration,
and he wasn't there.
He
sick.
no-showed. He was sick.
He said he called in sick.
Yeah, but I mean, some of it has to do with the fact that reports right now is Fantastic Four is not a good movie.
No,
and that there's been reports that he's hard to deal with, hard to work with.
Interesting.
And I think this is very much a Disney is not taking any chances.
No. Well, and to be fair, Fantastic Four, I don't have a lot of hope for. So
no,
Chronicle was great. Chronicle was cool. Chronicle got him Fantastic Four, but if Fantastic Four is not doing well, yeah, Disney's not going to fuck around.
It's one of those things where Star Wars is Star Wars. Mm-hmm. There's a very specific tone to those movies.
Yep.
You don't get to come in, helm a Star Wars movie, and put your own spin on it.
To a point.
Right. I mean, you don't get to reinvent it.
Yeah.
You got to fit into the existing tone and universe that has been established. You don't get to just come in and all of a sudden, it would be like if all of a sudden the next, next Marvel movie is grim and gritty a la DC.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. It doesn't make sense. It might make sense for a character.
Yeah.
Or a part of the movie, but you can't do the whole thing. Essentially, you got to fit both into the
well, it's like what happened retroactively to Edgar Wright with Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Ant-Man was in development before Iron Man.
Yeah.
Ant-Man was the very first Marvel Studios film in development. And it went so long that this entire universe popped up around it.
Yeah.
and Ant-Man,
It
the
didn't
story
fit
didn't
anymore.
fit in anymore. So they told them, you need to make some changes to the story to make it fit in with the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
universe. Edgar Wright didn't want to change anything, so they departed.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling Josh Trank was more told that he had to go
Yeah.
based on work that they saw already, and probably based on news and word of how Fantastic Four is turning out.
Yeah.
Because if Fantastic Four bombs, no one's going to be excited to see uh, whatever Star Wars
Yeah,
movie
you
he
don't.
does.
I mean, it's like the guy who did Godzilla.
Gareth Edwards.
He's doing Rogue One.
Yeah.
Godzilla was successful.
Yes.
It was a good movie.
Yep.
You
So
don't get to come off a bad movie and do Star Wars.
yeah, which reminds me. Speaking of directors, but Sinister I watched was directed by Scott Derrickson, who's doing Doctor Strange.
Ah.
Yeah. That was the other reason why I was like, okay, I'll watch this, because that's all he's done is horror movies.
Oh, really?
Scott Derrickson, yeah, he's a horror movie director. Like,
Well, that's an interesting thing for Doctor Strange
Yes.
because I mean that deals with demons and otherworldly, monstery crap.
yep,
That
that's
would
all Scott Derrickson
that
has
would
done.
be very fascinating. That Doctor Strange is going to be Marvel's horror film. It's a horror movie that just happens to have superheroes.
Yep.
I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, he directed Exorcism of Emily Rose, Deliver Us from Evil, Sinister, The Day the Earth Stood Still,
That's not really a horror
Hellraiser,
movie.
Inferno, Urban Legends, Final Cut. Those were his first couple ones. He wrote those. Yeah, but it's all horror movies that he's done. The Devil's Knot, whatever that
The
is.
Day the Earth Stood Still.
Yeah, the one with
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves
Reeves.
one.
That's his blemish.
Yeah.
Everybody's allowed one crap thing, and he can have that one.
Well, that's part of your problem making a remake.
Yeah, but all the rest are horror. His first directorial debut was his only directorial debut, but was Hellraiser Inferno in 2000. Then it was Exorcism of Emily Rose, Day the Earth Stood Still, Sinister, and then last year Deliver Us from Evil. Anyways, not to hijack the conversation, but that made me think of it. Are we ready?
I think it's time to head towards our Kickstarters.
Kickstarters of the week. We're gonna bring it back to the best segment we have.
Well,
every
hang
week
on.
the
There's
show,
just a
and
couple.
the only
of-
weekly recurring
we
segment.
can just run down a couple little other things that.
A couple
that
things.
took
Couple
place.
newsworthy items before we get into Kickstarters.
Because there's a whole bunch of character pictures
Yeah.
from X-Men Apocalypse.
Okay.
You get to see Nightcrawler and Jubilee and Jean Grey. They're all things.
Yeah, I'm not remarkably excited.
We got to see the first official image of Stephen Amell as Casey Jones for TMNT 2.
Yeah, it looks like a short dude with a hockey mask.
Very much. We got a movie poster for Human Centipede 3.
Oh yeah, that's right. Human Centipede 3.
Yeah, we don't need to
No,
go deeper into Human Centipede.
no. If you don't know what it is, you don't want to know what it is.
Got a new Dragon Ball TV series announced.
Woohoo!
Dragon Ball Super. It may disregard Dragon Ball GT.
Okay. You're
Means
you're the
nothing to
Dragon
you.
Ball expert on this show, my
And I'm
friend.
not really even an expert.
Doesn't matter. You're still the Dragon Ball expert on this show.
Rumor that Netflix is working on a Punisher series for their Phase 2.
And I have something to add. I saw Netflix is talking to Ryan Philippe about a Marvel series.
Oh, really?
Yes, they haven't said which one,
Huh.
but they haven't cast Iron Fist.
Interesting.
Yeah, just saying.
And then here I saw that Charlie Cox is being awarded a Helen Keller Achievement Award for his portrayal of Matt Murdock.
That's fantastic. That's funny.
Assassin's Creed movie will start shooting in September.
That's with Michael Fassbender, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming they're going to start at the beginning with, like, the first Assassin's Creed, or are they just completely taking it in their own direction with new characters, but still the basic idea of the storyline?
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with that one.
That-
I I would think they would just stick with the Assassin's Guild stuff and leave out the whole futuristic Animus thing, but I don't know.
I have no idea. Actually, I was talking with my nephew about Assassin's Creed yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and the whole extended story with all the extra video games now and all the books and other stuff that's getting crammed in there, and it's become such a convoluted world.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the first bunch of video games had a very kind of specific through point to get to this specific with Desmond in the future or
Yeah.
in the present, getting to a specific time and place, and they did that, and it wrapped up, and then they kept doing more games, then they start cramming things in there, and it's just getting convoluted. So I'm interested to see exactly what the Assassin's Creed movie will be.
Yeah, I hope it's cool. I'm sure it'll. I mean, Michael Fassbender's always good in like everything he's done. So there. I mean, there's reason to be excited for that and reason to hope. I don't know who's directing or doing
No
it or
idea.
anything. So
All I know is you got a lot of free runners are going to be featured in that movie.
yeah. The French martial art of running away,
Yeah.
parkour. So, all right, well that's good stuff. Wonderful news bits. But now it's time. It's time to revisit our Kickstarters of the week. And for the last time, we're going to retire our first one, Meat Pies for America, Mr. Jeff Broomhead. Funding unsuccessful. He received one backer, $25 of his $50,000 goal. So, we applaud him for attempting. Mission failed. Best of luck to him in the future. We'll see how it goes.
Next up, we got our Dragnet of Spies, which have gotten their backing. We already knew that.
Yeah, they got their $500. He's got 61 minutes to go.
Yes.
I still kind of want an autographed DVD of his, but I'm not paying $25 for it.
No.
That is not worth my time.
Good for these guys for getting their backer. I'm still pretty sure it was their mom.
Yeah, exactly. Because they didn't get an autographed DVD even.
Okay.
Next up.
Naked Pixels, he got his funding already.
It's gone up significantly.
Has it?
Yeah, it's up to $533 with 26 rewards now.
So 26 people will pay money to see naked women.
Yeah, which is weird because, I'm looking at him for free on the internet right now. Looking at his project. So fine.
So the most backers were for the $25 or more. You will receive 120 high-resolution digital images. All right, good for you guys.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now.
Hang on, wait a minute.
Hold on.
We're getting a Gold's premium peanut butter.
Yes.
I need to center myself.
You need to center yourself.
I need to get into a zen-like stage if we're going to talk about this guy again. I'm now clicking on the link.
You're gonna click on it. All right.
He's got one backer.
He does. He had one backer last time. I thought, didn't he?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought he did for like $38.
Yeah.
So he's at the same.
Same thing. So the person pledged $38 to get the $30 reward.
It's very confusing.
Yeah. That person will receive 2 jars of Gold's organic peanut butter.
Oh, I think I found this week's.
Oh no.
Gold's premium peanut butter. I see he updated his logo.
Did he?
Yeah, the picture.
It's still Bellor.
But now it's a big black one with gold letters and.
Hey, somebody helped him with his packaging. 'Cause it sure as fuck wasn't me. I don't know.
You're not as angry. You're not as angry. You're spent.
I'm spent on this
You're
one.
Let me see if he's updated anything else.
It didn't look like it.
Didn't look like anything else. He got rid of the half-eaten burned toast picture and replaced it with that black and gold looking one. No, he did. He did update his risks and challenges.
Did he?
Yes. Now his risks and challenges state: while the Food and Drug Administration in the United States has not tested edible gold leaf, European equivalents of the FDA have certified it food grade, and U.S. FDA representatives noted in 2005 that no one had asked them to make a recommendation on edible gold leaf. Companies are allowed to import and distribute food grade gold leaf that was approved by the LGA, which is the European equivalent of the US FDA, but it has yet to be approved by the FDA, which may be an issue.
Thank you, Lord, for identifying a risk and or challenge that may need to be overcome.
I'd like to think he heard our show. Somebody contacted him.
Oh, I have a headache.
Oh, come on, but it's better.
It is better.
It's better news. Yeah,
Well, no.
yeah. He updated a little bit throughout here. Yeah, there's a lot of updates throughout this. Let me read this here. Yeah, he has here. Why should I help Gold's peanut butter become a reality? It's a great gift idea. Come on, who doesn't like peanut butter? And combining a household necessity with a valuable commodity creates a simple but very unique gift. Peanut butter is a household necessity, and gold is a valuable commodity. So
I honestly can't argue with either of those.
I don't know if peanut butter is a household necessity. I mean, I enjoy peanut butter and I use it.
I would kind of say. I would say the vast majority of households have a jar of peanut butter.
Yes, you have one, but is a household necessity, like soap and paper towel and toilet paper. Peanut butter
is very nutritious.
Okay, all right. I'm not arguing. I'm just
whenever there's like famines in Ethiopia.
Yeah, peanut butter. Well,
peanut butter is
it keeps.
And it's
nutritious.
Very nutritious.
Yeah. So
unless you're allergic to it, then it will kill you.
Yeah. Which, what's upsetting is he kind of took that out.
Oh, really?
Is gold safe? All right. Pure gold is chemically inert and passes through the human digestive system without being absorbed. Since 24-karat gold is very soft and fragile, most edible gold, whether leaf, flakes, or dust, also contain a little bit of silver, which is also inert. Most edible gold leaf products are 22 to 23-karat gold, contain no metal additives that the human body cannot process. Edible gold sells gold leaf that is a combination of pure gold and pure silver, which are edible in any size of quantity. I plan on using imported food-grade gold leaf approved by the LGA, which is the European equivalent to U.S. FDA.
Going to run into a problem. He has to import this stuff now.
Yep, his $3,100, is being stretched.
His per jar costs have gone up.
Yes. The peanut butter won't just look pretty, it will also be delicious and made with high-quality ingredients, and I have many more flavors to come still. Yeah, so he has done a little updating, a little more information.
Good.
He's got an updated risk. We applaud you, Mr. Racinos. You have 26 days to go. I hope that I hope it works out for you. I hope you get to make your peanut butter. I don't know if I'll buy a $15 jar of it.
Because it'll probably be a $20 jar now.
Yeah, I hope it would be a $20 jar. But you have 26 more days. I don't know why your logo is Bel Or. I'm confused by that. Because your brand name appears to be Gold's Premium Peanut Butter. And what does Bel Or have to do with anything? Because you clearly are going with that. You've got this wonderful scripted font. Which the font you used on your jar label is different than the font you used in the logo put on here.
That's okay.
And I like the peanut. The peanut inside the B.
That's a nice touch.
It's a nice touch, but what the fuck is Bel Or? Is it your brand name? Or not? And he did add the tagline, attempting to make an all-organic peanut butter with gold in it. Quote, as every thread of gold is valuable, so is every moment in time.
That was in there before.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the label, but I didn't know it was on the tag, right under the picture. So
I've already skipped ahead to crudely drawn penises.
Crudely drawn penises.
He still has one backer who has pledged
$1.
$1.
$28. 28 days to go. If this guy gets his rewards, I think we should submit our own crudely drawn penis drawings.
If he gets $5,000,
I'll first be completely shocked
I will be
and floored.
shocked, and then I will pledge $20 to get my. Oh wait, nope. I will pledge $40. That way, I can get my own crudely drawn penis into the book. I will get a T-shirt, and I will also get a signed copy of the book.
That I can't see where you would go wrong.
Nope. If he gets up to $5,000, I will ensure that he gets up to $5,040.
You want to get $5,040?
He will get.
Yeah.
He will skip over 5,001
right to
and
40.
go straight to 5,040.
If he, I'm recording this episode 17.
Nope.
It's
But he has to get to 5,000.
Yeah, he's got to get to 5,000 first. We're not going to help you get to your level, but we're more than happy to put you over the top. So, that brings us to this week. And I'm fairly certain there's no way in hell I'm going to be able to top Gold's Premium Peanut Butter from last week. But so I'm not even going to try.
Way to put in 100% effort.
I'm giving 100%. That's why I'm failing. You got to give 110%. Because unless you give it 100%, you've already failed.
Yep.
Unless you're giving over 100%. Yeah. So, I found two. And one of them seems stupid.
Let's just do one today.
I know, but this one, I've been trying to eliminate. I'm trying to decide, and I think I've nailed it down to this one.
All right, what is this one called?
This one is called Hell's Ocean.
Is it a book?
I don't know yet. I need more information here. I'm going to read through it.
Hang on.
Like Hell's Kitchen, but Hell's Ocean.
All right, by
Frederick N. Wilson Jr.
All right, hang on. I'm clicking on it.
And he's got his most gangsta pose for his
that he does.
for his picture. Currently, he has received $0 from 0 backers of his estimated $15 million project.
I see that.
He wants $15 million. Okay?
Can you repeat that one more time?
$15 million.
Wow.
No shit. So, what is the first blurb we have? The first blurb of information? Hell's Ocean. Horror. Hell. Ocean. Swimming. Desi. Marine life. Death. Serial killer. Shark. Whale. Surfing. Boat. Frederick N. Wilson. Sex. Water. I don't know what that is supposed to be.
Those are all the tags.
I know,
and,
but
the search words. But he put them in the wrong place.
I know he did. I enjoy it. But that's apparently is what this movie is going to be about.
Ooh, did you see? He has a location tag.
Yeah, Antarctica. I don't believe him for a moment that he's in Antarctica. But this is a horror movie, maybe being based in Antarctica. All right. About this project.
Okay, I'm listening.
A mafia killer routinely dumps bodies in the ocean, feeding them to marine life. He dies and goes to hell when he discovers that hell is actually a vast freezing ocean filled with demonic marine life. The marine life eats him in various hellish outcomes. He then regenerates only to be eaten again in the subdued light of hell. Why should this project receive $15 million? Because it combines some of the most powerful subconscious fears in the world combined with two of the most fascinating subjects of the world. Hell and the ocean. It will require advanced computer graphics, as well as a budget for traveling the world's oceans and safety equipment for the actors. Jaws meets Dante's Inferno. We're now going to his risks and challenges.
I'm listening.
I am a former lifeguard. With this knowledge and experience, I am qualified to save people in the event of an accident or any event involving drowning, swimming, or ocean swimming generally.
You know what would be better if you had any experience in fucking filmmaking?
What about that as a risk or a challenge?
That is a credential. No, I take that back. That barely qualifies as a skill.
I think you get a paper card for your wallet that acknowledges that kind of thing. He has one reward level. For $10, you can get artistic renditions of so-called demonic marine life and behind-the-scenes footage locations of the movie.
I don't even get
Estimated delivery, July of 2016.
I don't even get a copy of the finished film.
Nope. Oh, fuck. Hell's Ocean.
Hang on, good sir. I feel...
Wait, hold on. He's got a picture of an upside-down cross on here as his logo.
I saw that. I feel...
You feel compelled to step in?
I feel compelled to say something.
Before you speak, one moment. He has linked a website that doesn't work. RickParkerMusic.com. Music is spelled with a Z. Soapbox.
No.
No?
I feel I must make an apology.
You're apologizing for what?
I'm apologizing.
For what? You have nothing to apologize for.
One Mr. Bradley Egrin. Good sir, I take back every negative or critical thing I may have said about you, your idea, or anything at all. You, good sir, are a genius in the filmmaking industry.
Compared to Frederick N. Wilson Jr.
Yes. That is all I have to say about this topic. I cannot even get worked up about this. This Kickstarter will not generate $15, let alone 15 million.
You know,
I'm dead inside.
Chris's life is ruined by these Kickstarter projects. You people are ruining Chris's life. He may actually kill himself at some point. Or somebody else.
$15 million.
What?
To make what is essentially a horror snuff film.
A horse snuff film?
A horror snuff film. A horse snuff film couldn't be made. PETA wouldn't like it. But a horror snuff film.
Frederick N. Wilson Jr. apparently is, according to his profile on Kickstarter, from Jacksonville, Florida. He is a 24-year-old songwriter, aspiring actor, sword fighter, and independent music producer. He has 109 friends on Facebook, and he has a website that doesn't work.
But you know what he does not have? Experience making a movie.
But he's an aspiring actor, and he's a sword fighter. He's an independent music producer, and apparently he knows everything there is to know about demonic marine life. He's also,
What, like sea bass with lasers on their head?
Exactly. They couldn't get sharks. But he's also a former lifeguard. That makes him qualified to save people in the event
I
of
work
an
in a
accident.
pool, so fucking what?
It should. You know what? People of Kickstarter, let me tell you something. It shouldn't be this easy to find a project like this every week. Yet, I do. I feel as though at some point we're going to need to branch out.
Theodore agrees.
Theodore Ribble is agreeing with me. And you know what's amazing is we're not that loud.
No.
We're not that loud now compared to any other moment of the show. He chooses to speak out.
Yeah.
See? He's speaking up in agreement now. I mean, just violently shaking. He's angry.
Okay.
At some point, we're maybe going to need to branch out to Indiegogo and GoFundMe. Because we'll just...
Oh, like the GoFundMe that was started to as a legal defense fund for the 6 Baltimore officers that were charged with homicide.
Oh, my God.
That got shut down after 41 minutes.
Wow. Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's not funny, though.
No, that's not funny. That's depressing.
Yeah, that's just sad. I don't want sad and depressing. We want funny.
Oh.
And Kickstarter, you're providing us with endless amounts of humor.
This is good stuff.
We could make an entire podcast dedicated out of stupid crowdfunding campaigns.
$15 million.
Yeah, for what? No idea. Because excuse me. Advanced computer graphics, traveling the world's oceans, and safety equipment for the actors. Apparently, he has everything else under control. He's already paid for script. He's got producers and directors and actors clearly all lined up.
What are you taking about? He is the producer. He is the director. He is the lead actor.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. He's got it all under,
all
under control.
He's already scored the film.
Exactly, you know. I mean, everything is ready to go. He just needs computer graphics. You know what? Clearly, he's going to be designing them because he just needs the graphics. Maybe the equipment. Maybe he's Maybe he's a 3D artist as well. Budget for traveling the world's oceans. Okay, so he's clearly capable of piloting or driving a ship. And safety equipment for the actors. For himself.
Yeah, water wings.
Well, $15 million can get you a lot of safety equipment.
Personalized water wings. I don't. You know what? I can't.
Can't even get mad.
I can't even get into it this week.
Gold's Premium Peanut Butter sucked it all out of you last week.
Gold's Premium Peanut Butter was this perfect storm of viable.
Yeah.
It was a product that could essentially easily be produced.
Yes.
The guy was asking for money within the realm of generating. Mm-hmm. This, Hell's Oceans, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Hell's Ocean, yep.
Has not a single chance in hell of ever being funded.
No.
Ever, 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 ever. We don't have to ever revisit this one. This requires no updates, no revisits. This will not generate $1.
Oh, we're gonna
we're
gonna pay attention to it.
We can look at it.
I will look
just to go. Yep, still says 0.
Yep.
More than likely, this thing will be canceled before the 30 days are up. It'll be shut down.
Yeah, it's entirely possible.
Because this has no chance.
He just started it. Looks like yesterday. So it's got until May 31st.
May's going to be a long month.
You know, do these people sit and wonder what's going on? Like, are they sitting in their house or wherever and they're wondering what's happening to my Kickstarter? You know, I don't know.
I got nothing.
Well,
I got nothing. I had some venom going last week in our special edition.
Dead,
but
dead.
This week I got nothing, man.
Yeah. No, that's perfectly all right.
I got nothing. I got to recharge my batteries a little bit.
I found it and I had to bring it out. I had to bring out Hell's Ocean because it was the most obscene, ridiculous one I found.
$15 million.
Yes.
I am gobsmacked, sir. I've got nothing. I got nothing.
Got nothing. Not even anything good to say. Nothing even bad to say. Just nothing.
Nothing.
You were apathetic.
Nothing pithy. Nothing quippy. I got nothing. I don't even, because this is so far out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah.
That because even like the crudely drawn penises thing, that could work. That could happen.
He gets the money. He publishes the book himself, and whatever. This one's so far off the charts.
I think he's still off base on his $5,000 limit.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
unless he plans on producing like 10 copies.
Right, but but he would be better off trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And then plan on stretch goals.
Yes.
As people, well, again, clearly he has not priced all this stuff out.
Clearly.
Because otherwise backer levels would be very specific.
Yes.
And he could call out, as we hit certain, backer level quantities, we'll be able to, but we don't need to delve into the dollars and cents.
No,
again.
No, we're not. So,
I got nothing, man.
Well, on that cheerful, wonderful note, you've sucked the life out of Chris. Congratulations, Mr. Hell's Ocean. We'll follow along in the coming
All I'm
weeks.
worried about is whenever we get around to our Kickstarters, it's going to get lumped in the bottom with like all of these.
Yeah, we're going to be at the bottom
lost.
with Hell's Oceans and Gold's Premium Peanut Butter.
Right in between is that damn thing.
What is that damn thing? I don't know. It's by the peanut butter.
Skip over it. Should we click on the link?
Nah. That's why we're going to have to do a lot of personal work on our own part, getting it out there, tweeting it out, sending it to our friends, actually using your Facebook page, because
I have not logged into Facebook in like 2 years.
I know. We'll let your wife market it for you because she actually goes on Facebook. I'll send it to her.
I'm not telling any of my friends.
I'm telling everybody
I'm
who
respectable.
knows. Not for long.
Fuck.
You're a respectable podcast host.
Fuck. And you know half the people I know.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yep. See what you get? I'll make sure the other half finds out too. I'll take all your family in it. Because they're all on Facebook. And they talk to your wife.
Please don't. I've gone this long without letting them know.
I have a secret life. A double life. I host a podcast.
Nobody listens.
One time we had 40 people listen.
Well, wait a minute. What did I just looked it up. Our special edition podcast of our 2 Kickstarters.
Yeah.
Posted 3 days ago. Has 15 views. But to see, this not only that one episode got promoted.
Yeah.
In one location.
Yep.
So that means other people coming to this are returning viewers.
Yeah, because a handful of those are from us.
Yeah.
Probably 2 or 3 from me, maybe 2 or 3 from you.
Yeah.
But where are the other 9?
Yeah.
Well, they need to hurry up and subscribe to my YouTube channel because then I'll know for sure.
No shit.
Subscribe.
We need subscribers. We need subscriber rewards or something like that. If you subscribe, we will give you a shout out on the show.
Yeah, well, but we won't know who they are. Can you see?
Comment us.
Yes, comment. Comment that you subscribed. There you go. All right. Well, I think on that note, I think it's time to wrap up the show for today.
Yep.
It's been another wonderful world of podcasting. We be done. That Damn Thing podcast has been executive produced by Theodore Ribble.